there, Lindsay here. Today we are going to look at a brand new product. Well, it's pretty new, I guess. It's been out for a couple of months, but it's new to me. This is the Copic Acrea, I guess, acrylic marker. It's a water-based pigment opaque paint marker. And this is the media kit they sent me. We have just a little kind of a welcome to the line of these new markers. The first new marker since 1998 from Copic. There is a swatch card on this side. Then we have the contents of the kit, which is 24 Acrea markers. And I think that might be the full range. I'm not 100% sure. We have a mason jar and we've got a couple of wood and marble coasters to decorate. And this is, I think, has been sent out to different YouTubers to try out their products, different DIY people online. And here we have a little brochure that goes into using them. The name Acrea comes from the fusion of aqua and create. So the previous Copic markers have either been alcohol markers or like their fine liners. So here it says smooth and flawless drawing, available in 24 colors. Oh yeah, we do have them all then. That's wonderful. Fully opaque on any surface. This water-based pigment can be applied on endless materials and colored surfaces, including stone, wood, plastic, mirror, glass, steel, and fabric. The non-toxic odorless ink is waterproof and light fast once dry. So I would assume it's an acrylic-based paint. Effortless grip with control, a versatile 0.8mm line width that works perfectly for both writing and drawing. Smooth ink flow. I wonder if it's, I guess it's not a brush tip. I guess it's a hard tip. Okay, that's neat. And instructions here with the cap closed. Shake well before each use to ensure the ink flow is smooth. Remove the cap, and if necessary, scribble on a piece of scratch paper until the ink comes out. After use, close the cap firmly till it clicks, and then repeat step 1 each time you use the pen to ensure the ink flow is smooth. So you don't have to prime these? And there is a little QR code if you want to visit their shop. Copicmarkers.com is the web address. And they have a contact information, support at us.2.com. They're ready to help. Okay, well, I'm excited. Let's take a look. We've got these look like brights. Barn red, dark rose, mustard yellow, peacock green, pansy, and indigo blue. We have metallics, snow white, rich black, cool. Oh, maybe. Are these all metallics? These might just be, oh, these are essentials. Okay, so that was deep. This is essentials with snow white, rich black, cool gray, sepia, gold, and silver. Then we have the vivid, which are flamingo pink, tomato red, mandarin orange, lemon yellow, leaf green, and sky blue. And then we have light, like a pastel tone, coral pink, custard beige, cream yellow, apple green, turquoise blue, and lilac. Those sound beautiful. And we've got a couple of coasters. Now, I have a hard time with stuff like this because these coasters are so pretty on their own. It's kind of like, do I want to, what am I going to do that's not going to make them look cheesy, you know? What can I do to these beautiful marble and wood coasters that are not going to make them look tacky? You know, because right now they're very elegant. So I'm going to have to think on that. And then we also have a mason jar, which we could decorate on. Another thing I think would be cool with these would be to do like wine glass labels or drinks, like if you have a party, to write names or decorate them for the event. The permanent though, so I don't know. Since they're permanent, that might not be a great idea. So I guess I better really think about what I want to do for the projects, so I don't, oh boy, this is nice. So I don't mess it up, you know. This is really nice packaging. So they went the full 9 yards here. Well done, Copic. I do appreciate some good packaging. All right, so I have some black mixed media paper here, and I have their swatch cards. So let's get to filling this out. Light paint markers. Let's see. I hope they're primed. I hope I don't have to prime them because that always takes time. If I have to prime them, I'll prime one on camera and I'll do the other. These look really chic. Let's see, how do I get this off? Oh, it's got a little plastic wrap on it that doesn't go the entire way, but it seals up where the lid and the body, but it doesn't go all the way around. It said to shake it, I think, first. With the cap closed, shake well before each use. Okay. Oh, we are going to have to prime it though, because see, there's no ink in there. So let's just see. And I'll do this off camera if it's cumbersome, because I don't want to put you through that. These feel nice. They've got like a nice matte barrel. Oh, it probably says here. Yeah, it just says shake and then pump. I'm not surprised though. Actually, the tip reminds me a lot of the extra fine Posca, if you're looking for a reference. Oh wow, that is opaque. That is coral pink. Oh, they're labeled. That's nice. I think these might be refillable too. I'm gonna have to do, let's see, coral pink. I'm gonna have to do a little more research on this, or I should say a little bit. That's really opaque for an acrylic marker. Okay, that's cool. All right, so you know what? I'm going to prime the rest of these so you don't have to watch, and then we'll just swatch all these together. I'm also going to look up about whether these are refillable too. It says refillable on the promotion packaging, I think. Did it say it on this? Or it might have been the exterior box that I took it out of because I didn't want to like have my shipping address on there. Yeah, it might just be the other products are refillable, but I am going to check on this. I'm going to check. I'll be right back. I just want to pop back in real quick. These actually activated really quickly, which I thought was really impressive. And no, they're not refillable. I did look that up on the Copic website. So that's kind of a bummer. But these markers, I just saw, when I just Googled it, I saw them running around $4.50 or so on Cult Pens I'm not, per marker. I'm not sure about the sets, but again, I will find that out for you. But let's just swatch these out on our little swatch card here. And then... yeah, I was really surprised at how quickly they activated and how lovely and opaque they are. This is turquoise blue. And that's pretty glossy and it's not beating up too badly. I already did coral pink. Oh, are they all in a row? Are they in a row? Yeah, they're all in a row. That's nice. I shook these up before I activated them anyway, so... cream yellow, and lilac. So you can see there, those pastels are looking really nice. There's where I activated them. But let's just do one together just because, I know I guess I did the first one with you, but, oh look, there's like a safety seal on one side. I must have opened up, I went in from the back side before. It's a little easier. Let's do one of these together just so you can see. I think the thing that takes the longest is actually just getting into the package, is getting the little thing. I don't want to use a pair of scissors or a knife because I don't want to scratch the beautiful white matte barrel. So shake. And then just kind of press it down and wait about 5 seconds. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, now prove me wrong. Look at this. It's taking a while. Good grief. The one time I tell you it's really quick. Well, I guess maybe the pastels just activate quickly. I don't know. Here we go. Oh, good grief. See, now I tried to do it on camera. I think I need to do another one. That one, that was mandarin orange, I hope. Yep. Yeah, okay, let me do another one because that's not how it's been going. It's been going much quicker than that. Maybe I didn't shake it enough. I don't know, it's nice and opaque. I think I did. Okay, for goodness sake, let's try this again. Here we go. I'm not kidding around with the packaging though. They do not want those caps coming off in the mail or drying out, which is good. I can't remember if I shook it or not, so I better shake it again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just hold it down for a second. A couple seconds. Maybe the pastels just go faster. I'm starting to see the ink. There we go. See, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, I'm going to activate the rest of these, and then we will do some artwork with them. But look how bright those are. That's great. They're so nice and opaque. All of these beauties are free now. So I was kind of concerned with the size of the barrel, so I grabbed a new Posca. I'm not going to open it right now because it's fresh and unused. And I was thinking that these are really small, but you know, they are skinnier than the Poscas, but they are a lot longer, so I think it's probably about the same amount of ink in there, honestly. One thing, though, that's a little concerning, and actually you probably find it with any of these markers, is they are shrink wrapped, so getting into them can be a little tricky. I actually gave up and used my scissors to get the plastic off of them because it was just killing my nails. I couldn't get into them very easily. Something to think about if you're considering buying these, if you have strength or hand issues, or if you're buying them for somebody as a gift. They may have arthritis or whatnot. You might need to help them get into the markers, or you might need to seek help getting into them. Priming time, anywhere between 5 seconds and 30 seconds. They were all a little bit different, but I didn't think they were too difficult compared to other brands that I've used. The color selection was quite nice. Just looking through here, they're kind of, I would say, like bright muted. Like they're, I would think of like pastel and tropical colors. That's kind of what you got here. Because they are opaque, they're going to have some white in them, all except for the black, for them to be opaque on dark colors. So you're not going to have like your rich jewel tones. They're going to be a little bit milky. So it's just something to keep in mind. I think it's a kind of a pretty arrangement of colors. It's very, it reminds me of kind of like 80s fashion colors, that kind of like creamy, milky, creamsicle type pastel colors. Very pretty. These, interestingly, are made in China. They're not made in Japan, and they're not refillable. So unlike the other Copic products that are made in Japan and refillable, these are not. So I'm kind of wondering what the, you know, what the motivation behind these were. I know acrylic paint pens are so popular right now. Using them, they remind me a lot of the extra fine Posca pens that have that kind of hard tip. The hard tip feels almost identical. A lot of markers have that fine tip now, so something to consider. It's kind of if you're shopping around for these. So I thought I would do use the things they sent, and I want to do something. I liked the metallic ones, and I thought it might be kind of fun to do like a little vine design. Let me grab one of these coasters because I want to make something that I will use. You can always use a coaster. Oh, these are nice and kind of matte. So I want to practice though, because I don't know if I'll have another chance if I mess it up. I'm just going to take a gel pen because I know that I won't get that on there. I don't want to use a paint pen in case it like gets ink on my coaster. So let's see a design that we could do here. How about maybe do like a little, you know what, maybe I need to go and do kind of like, and then draw around, something like that. That's kind of cute. That's not very well balanced. All right, I decided that I wanted to do something kind of fun and abstract with the coasters. I don't think I need to do anything to prep these because they're not like glossy. Like if it doesn't work on the jar, I would need to wipe this down with alcohol. And we'll try that too, but I'm thinking that it would be fun to do like an abstract, I don't know what to call it, maybe like an abstract wreath. Okay, and I'm just going to, make kind of like a spiral around. I want to see how, it just wants to catch on that, on the wood though. Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of chattering, which is when like the nib hits a rough area and it kind of sends some spatter. Now I'm going to make some circles. Ooh, yeah, the chatter. I don't really like that. I think on wood or any surface that's got a little bit of roughness like that, it would probably be better to use a like a bullet tip marker as opposed to like a soft bullet tip rather than a hard nib. So you do got to be careful, because I've gotten like, it doesn't really matter with this because I'm going to fill it in with the contrasting colors, but I think maybe working on the side will help with that as well. Ooh. Ooh, come on. Let me shake this up. I just used these. I started these all and used them less than 24 hours ago. I'm really curious as to how much ink is in these too, because they're not refillable. Man, it just won't. Okay, let me go over to a different surface here. Come on, Copic. We can't be out of marker. I have not used it enough. Okay, try that. I was going to do both of these with gold, but I think I might do the other one with silver. Here we go. Like, I cannot be running out of ink already. That would be ridiculous. It works a lot better on the marble than on the wood here because of that little bit of wood grain. I mean, it doesn't feel rough. It feels very smooth to the touch. It's like a sanded product. Looks like the whole thing has been sanded and planed, but it definitely wants to skip and chatter on the wood. I just want to color in a few gold spots. Okay, so now I want to add some colors. Let's make a color palette. So let's do maybe cool colors. Maybe what about like blue, gray, blue, teal, navy, and gray. I think those would look nice. I'm just going to give it a shake because I haven't used it since yesterday, since when I started it. Oh, it seems to be ready to roll. Just want to, you know what, I'm going to fill in going with the grain to hopefully help. It was nice and opaque though. I don't know if I really see, I mean, these feel nice, they look nice, they're very pretty, but I don't know if I really see a huge advantage to these over a budget acrylic paint pen. And definitely not over a posca. I mean, a posca are easier to find, more stores carry them, there's a larger color variety, and they have more nib sizes, so you can get exactly what you want, the color you want. So I think this was a real tough market to break into, you know, when there's so many budget options too, but then again, they're very popular, you know. Acrylic markers are very popular, so I can see why Copic would choose to come out with acrylic markers. But the fact they're not made in Japan like their other products are, that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. I mean, price-wise is $4. See, I usually just get budget packs of markers, and even when I buy Poscas, I usually buy them in a pack of 12 and they're on sale for like 20-25 bucks on Amazon. So I'm probably not their target market. Let's see. Let's maybe do this one. I think I'm going to have to go over the circles, the gold circles a bit, because as the paint kind of seeps into the wood there, it does seem to tone down a little bit. Yeah, I'll do this one up here, I guess. Although this is really about the same color as the marble, it's not going to show up too well, but It definitely colors on the marble better. It's probably going to color on the glass a lot better too. I have no idea if this is interesting or not. Hope so. But then again, like if you're going to buy these, then you want to know what you're going to get, what you can expect, I would think, especially if you're going to buy the whole pack. So 4 times, actually, if you bought the packs on Blick, that's going to be cheaper than the, because I've seen the whole collections on sale for places like around $100, but if you bought 4 packs on Blick, that would only be $80. So it's definitely cheaper to do it that way. And I probably would recommend trying a pack before you invest in all of them to see if you like them. What's your money? You can do whatever you want, obviously. Okay, let's do this one over here in that color. Maybe I want to add another one of, well, that's so similar. Okay, we'll go back over with the gold in a couple spots. They do dry pretty fast, not any faster than any other acrylic marker, I would say, but especially on non-porous surfaces, you're going to wait a little bit while for drying. Maybe I'll do some accents. I could do some accents over, I don't know. Do I want to do that? Kind of put some little, these definitely go over better the second coat. So there's coaster number 1. I think that's kind of cute. And then we'll do the silver on the other one and maybe do some warm colors. So let's do like, what colors do I want? Let's see, what do I have for warm colors? These are really cute. I did gold and cool and I'm going to do silver and warm. That's probably kind of strange, but let's do these. Or do I want more neutrals? Maybe more neutrals. I could do those. Those would look interesting, I think. Alright, we'll give that a try. Maybe I should do actually more of a yellow than a peach. Okay, so I'm going to do those, I think. We'll start off with the silver. Oh, we're having troubles. Oh man, come on. I'm having a day. I'm having a day. These are brand new. Okay, you know, you're watching it. You're seeing how it's going. Right out of the gate. I think acrylic paint pens can be a little bit friggy, to be honest. I don't think that's necessarily a Copic problem, but you definitely have certain expectations when Copic comes out with a product, especially their first new product in you know, since 1998. How many years is that? I mean, that's what, 30 years? 20 years? What is that? I don't know. I guess it's not 30 years, it's 20 something years. So, you know, you're gonna have you're going to have certain expectations. But at the end of the day, it's also just a paint marker, so. I think that the tough thing is there's so many paint markers out right now that are very affordable. So I don't think these are necessarily unaffordable, but when you're looking at so much competition, and it's not like I cannot mention the competition because you're tuned into the Frugal Crafter, right? So the fact that you have to unwrap and pump each of these, that's not going to be the best choice for somebody that's got strength issues when there are ones that are already activated and ready to go, and the brush markers. But these are opaque, more opaque than the brush markers, so, you know, there's definitely different different needs that you might have. I think that these might be fun on, like, if you like to paint shoes and you've got like a hard shoe surface, like a leather or faux leather, something like that. I think that these would work really well for that. I think a surface like paper or something that's got a little bit of give. And that's probably why they're with this tip, because they're probably thinking the people that use Copics are going to buy these to add accents on top of their markers, and that's going to work great. But this is what they sent in the media kit, like to show the different surfaces that they're available on. So that's what I wanted to use. But we have it on paper too. I think for me, I would definitely, this would be a, because they're nice and slim, I think I would tuck them, or at least tuck a couple colors in my marker bag and just kind of have them on the go. Because I do have a little rack of acrylic markers near my desk that I grab if I want to have a little accent here in the studio. But I could see definitely throwing these in a little bag for on the go, or maybe my desk upstairs. Ooh, that's a really pretty color. I like that a lot. Now this one, I think that the non-metallics work a lot better on a surface that has a little roughness to it compared to the silver and the gold. The silver and the gold seem to want to catch and spatter, and I'm not finding that so much to be the case. Next to these warm tones, that silver almost looks white. Let's do the yellow. I wanted something kind of modern. I didn't want to do something Christmassy and then just have it be Christmassy. I wanted something that I could actually just leave out. Because actually I need a couple coasters upstairs. Maybe I'll just add a little into the center of that one because I feel like I need a little bit more yellow. And then go over a bit with the silver. I think that I think I like this one better. And it is easier the more you get the hang of it, you know. And maybe because they're Copic, they will be available in more places, and then this will be something that's as easy to get and as inexpensive as Posca. I mean, whether you consider Posca inexpensive or not, I mean, I think it depends on where you buy it, quite frankly, like a lot of things. There, you know what? Those are cute. I think those are really cute. So we got our coasters done. We can tip them so you can see that. I like them. I think they're kind of cute, actually. I think they're kind of chic, kind of cute. Now we've got this right here. Let's try out the markers on glass and metal. But first I need to get a rag and some alcohol to wipe down the grease. All right, I've got just this little spray bottle with rubbing alcohol in it. I use it whenever I'm going to work on anything that is glass or non-porous, because it can take off any sort of like dust or grime or like fingerprints, anything that could prevent the ink or paint from sticking. It's a nice degreaser. I don't really know what I would paint on a mason jar. I have so many jars that I've saved for crafts, and it's like, I don't know what to do with these. But we'll just paint a design. How about that? We'll paint a little design. Okay, I'm thinking, what if we do some blues and you do some like, maybe like some waves? Maybe we'll do some ocean waves and some little fish or something. I don't know. Let's see. I think I want to work on top of the paper because I don't want to get paint on my mat. I'll just open it like this and then it should be easy to see and then I won't get paint on anything. So let's see how well this works on a porous surface. Hey, it actually writes pretty well. I was surprised. Because I didn't know how like the hard tip to a hard smooth surface would do, but look, no spattering or chattering here. That's nice. I don't know if I'm going to do a whole design or if I'm just going to see how they go, because do you ever get in those moods where it's like, ah, I'm out of ideas? Look at that though, it's covering really well. Yeah, I think it's covering quite well actually. It's just kind of hard to hold a steady line on the glossy surface, but okay, nice and opaque on glass. I like that. Maybe draw, let's see about filling something in. Maybe if we do like a little, let's do a little fish. You know what, I probably should shake this up to make sure all the pigments are evenly dispersed. Yeah, nice and opaque. They write really well on glass. This would be great for marking your drinks and stuff, I think. And maybe just do a little something on the lid. How about a butterfly? Probably should have done that in black. That purple is not showing up that pale. Lilac is not showing up very well. Actually, maybe it does. Okay, very good on porous and non-porous surfaces. That's all right. That's pretty good. All right, let's dry it and see how waterproof it is with like just wiping it with some water. Okay, I heat set this just to make sure it was dry, and I've got a Q-tip here and I've got some water, my little water pot right here, and let's see. Hey, well, it is coming off. So I guess on the good news, you could like write somebody's name on a wine glass for the night just to, it's sticking to the metal a lot better. Yeah, the metal, it's sticking pretty well. On the glass, it's coming up. On the glass, it came up pretty easily. So if you wanted to, you could mark a glass for a party and then just wash it off with soap and water when you're done, or wipe it off with some alcohol. I bet it'll come right off with alcohol. Let's give that a quick spray and see. Like if you make a mistake, oh yeah, if you make a mistake, you can just wipe it right off with alcohol. So that's good on the, like, for like crafts and whatnot. Let's try it on this. I'm gonna get a fresh Q-tip. I don't want to mess up my design because I actually like it. It's coming up a little bit. Like I can see it on the Q-tip, but I think if you just set something down on the coaster, I don't think like a wet cup is going to make it lift, but And maybe after like 21 days, like a lot of enamel pens or enamel paints, they get a little bit more waterproof. But I don't know if I would really consider it waterproof. But it's, I don't know. So let's see. If I just get some water on, let me get a different rag because that one has some alcohol in it. It's a dirty rag, but it doesn't, it's dry. So I'm just going to dab it in the water. Yeah, it's like that's not going to come right off just with water off the metal. And it would take a little elbow grease with just water off the glass, so I don't think it's going to come off accidentally if like you're having a party and you write everybody's name on a glass and they're carrying it around and stuff. But if they did go to put it in the dishwasher or scrub at it aggressively with a cloth, it would come off the glass. But not off the metal, probably not off plastic either. But it's just something to keep in mind if you're going to use these markers. I think... Now, keep in mind, this is just the first time I've used them, and I have used a bunch of different brands from budget to posca paint markers. I think they're decent. I think they're as good as posca. They don't have as many colors, and I think what you're paying for a lot is the packaging. These are pretty skinny markers, so I don't know how much you're actually getting as far as ink, and they're not refillable. And my expectation with a Copic product is that it's going to be refillable and it's going to be made in Japan, and these are made in China and they're not refillable. So what is the big advantage you're getting over any budget acrylic marker? That's up for you to decide. I believe that the poscas are made in Japan, if that's important to you. I mean, I have nothing against things made in China. Obviously, if you watch my channel, you don't go look at my posca again, see where that's... I believe those are made in Japan. It's all Japanese printing. Made in Japan. Yeah, so the poscas are made in Japan. Well, the thing is, if a marker is made in China, then you know the labor costs are less. So they should cost less than poscas, and it totally depends on how you buy it, because like I'm kind of a frugal lady, so when I'm buying a pack of poscas, I wait till they're on sale on Amazon. I'll buy like a 12 pack for 20 bucks, so I'm paying about $2 a marker. So these are more than that. And you have more variety of line nibs with poscas versus Copic. So I just think it's odd that they came out with this line of markers. It's a limited selection of 24 colors. I do like that it's available open stock, so you can just get a color that you want. Like maybe you just want a white for your highlights with your other Copic markers. I think that's great. Or maybe you just want the silver and gold for the holidays. But man, the competition is tight, and a lot of the markers that you can get, you can actually take the tops off. You can take the tops off, even though poscas are not quote-unquote refillable, you can unscrew the top and you can refill it. Molotow is refillable. I think Liquitex is a refillable one. I think that, I think they're a decent marker. I just maybe expected more from Copic, to be honest. But you can let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you buy these? I don't think they're egregiously overpriced. I mean, if you buy them at Blick and you get 6 for 20 bucks, I mean, that's $3.33 a piece. That's not terrible. But knowing what I know about what you can get budget-wise, the quality you can get in a budget marker, which is pretty decent, for like $1 or $2 a marker, I don't know. I mean, these definitely look pretty. They look very pretty sitting on your desk. Aesthetics are definitely a thing. So it's really just up to you. So there you have it. I don't think they're a ton better than any of the budget budget acrylic markers I've used, especially not being refillable. They remind me a lot of the extra fine point or the fine point Posca pens. If you like that nib, you like these nibs, but I think you could get a very similar marker for a lot less. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I do want to thank Copic for sending these to me. Whether they regret that decision or not, I don't know. But hopefully it helped you make your decision on whether these markers are for you, because honestly, at the end of the day, that's what I'm here for, not to, you know, kiss up to any companies. You know that. I think everybody knows that. If they reached out to me, they probably know that too. I think they're good, but you know, you got to decide it for yourself. Do you want to pay for the brand? That's up to you. I can't say it's good or bad or worth it or not worth it. I think they're fine. You want to buy them? They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. That's my 2 cents. Yeah, that's my 2 cents, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye!